Well, it's the end of 2018, so that means it's time for a channel update. Looking back on this year, it was a pretty good one, all things considered. I met a new milestone of 1,500 subscribers, and currently I'm at 1,630, so growth is happening. Slowly but surely. Had a lot of fun with a lot of the LPs I did this year. Ones that stick out to me are Paper Mario Color Splash, Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, and currently Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. But that's not to say like everything else was bad. I mean, it's just those stick out more in my mind. Let's see, what else did I do this year? Kingdom Hearts, or at least finishing it up. Yu-Gi-Oh! Falsebound Kingdom. Oh yeah, forgot about the Summer of 64. That was some fun times. Aside from the troubles I had with Super Mario 64. That was rough. And some points of Donkey Kong 64, but it can't be smooth sailing all the time. I defeated some personal demons in Pikmin 2 being unfinished, and me sort of taking the easy way out of Mario 3 way back when I LP'd that. And I started back up the whole Bit Trip series playthrough thing, which I still have the third video of Runner 2 to edit. It takes a lot of work to edit a Bit Trip Runner world to be palatable in video form. But I'm getting there, But yeah, looking back on previous years, like 2017 sort of felt like a year where I was just doing a lot of experimentation, and some of those experiments ultimately failed. But you can still learn a lot from failed experiments, and then 2018 just felt more like a year to fine-tune things, try to work out a better schedule, actually stick with some things, and just try to overall have a better channel. And I'm quite satisfied with how things turned out in that regard. I mean, I'm actually commissioning artwork to have more custom thumbnails. I'm doing end slates and cold opens now, though I have kind of slacked off on cold opens. I need to bring those back. Those can be useful. And unlike previous years, I was actually seeing LPs through entirely. Granted, about 7 LPs I completed this year has just, bonus parts waiting to be done. But at least it's not like previous years where I just stop an LP like in the middle of it because things got too hard or whatnot, and I've yet to return to them, like Pikmin 2. The only things that really caused delays in uploads this year was technical difficulties and just me trying to power through a hard part of a game instead of just, holding off for months, if not years on end, to get back to it. Star Fox being an example of the former, Bayonetta being an example of the latter. Oh, and there is Copy Kitty. That kind of, works as a counter example there. But it's just one out of how many things that I LP this year? Oh yeah, it's just one out of many, so it's not that bad. I mean, I am doing better. And here's hoping I can continue this forward momentum going forward. But holy crap, do I have a lot of promised bonus videos that I need to get out. Ooh boy. As far as 2019 plans go, well, I wasn't able to finish the Wii U retrospective in 2018, so the games that I had planned that are left over, I'll still make a point to do them going forward. I don't want to abandon them. Granted, it's going to get rougher the more that Nintendo releases ports of these Wii U games on the Switch. And 3 games I intend to do are kind of already deemed pointless to do on Wii U because of their Switch counterparts. Bayonetta 2, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, and Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. But I'm still going to make it a point to get them done. It's going to be weird to discuss the Switch exclusive content, though, as far as those games are concerned. Though, to be fair, Bayonetta 2 doesn't have exclusive Switch content. I got Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze for free on my Wii U, so actually buying a copy of it for Switch to show off Funky Mode wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And Captain Toad was one of my favorite games of the Wii U, believe it or not. So I honestly wouldn't mind rebuying it for Switch just to show off the exclusive stuff for that. But yeah, I'm just brainstorming right now. There's no guarantee I'll even rebuy those last 2 games. Or buy for the first time in Donkey Kong's case. So I'm going to be continuing the Wii U retrospective and just other games that I enjoy from my childhood and teenage years that I just want to show off. In addition to that, I want to get back to doing more weird and obscure and rare games. Reminiscent of, say, my Blasto, Jersey Devil, and Yanya Kabbalista City Skater LPs. And I got a pretty crazy lineup just ready to go for 2019. The console breakdown is interesting enough with 3 GameCube games, 1 PS4 game, 2 Wii games, 1 Super Nintendo game, 3 DS games, and 1 PSP game. And the range of genres is pretty big too. There's going to be RPGs, there's going to be puzzle games, there's going to be action-adventure games, there's going to be strategy, there's going to be an action-adventure Metroidvania life sim. Yes, that is one singular game. Yes, it's going to get crazy. And I got some other weird, crazy, wacky stuff in reserve, should my upload schedule permit. And since I'm going to work on being a little more consistent in 2019, the schedule may actually permit for these extra games to go up. In addition to that, I also have an idea for a little ongoing thing that I'm still sort of in the planning stages for, so I won't go too in-depth into it right now. But just to give you a little teaser to what it is, I've dubbed the series Megavania. I may have taken inspiration from the Undertale song title Megalovania. But yeah, the name Megavania should give you a little idea on, well, what this may entail. The actual details of it I'll go into later. I don't intend to start this up immediately in 2019. Because while I do have a lot planned and I want to be more consistent with uploads, I don't want to get too ahead of myself now and just have so many goddamn things going on at the same time that I get overworked and so I won't even think of starting that up until Danganronpa Another Episode Ultra Despair Girls ends. Also in 2019, I'm going to shoot for doing more streams because streaming is fun. Them's be my plans for 2019. And here's hoping it's going to be a good year. Another thing that I want to do in 2019 is take part in more events. And I'm already getting a head start because I registered for the Final Fantasy VI 4-character no magic challenge thing that the people behind the Final Fantasy V 4-job Fiesta event is doing this winter. Last year they just started doing winter events. The inaugural one was Chrono Trigger with 3 characters, and they switched it this year to Final Fantasy VI. Don't know why they went with the switch, but no big deal. So if you're interested in the event and maybe trying it out for yourself, I'll have a link to the site below. Not sure if I'll be streaming my entire attempt at this run, but at the very least I do intend to stream my attempt at the final boss, should I make it that far. Another event I'm taking part in 2019 is Kusa-Grande. I think this is the 4th one they're holding. But yeah, if you're not familiar with Kusa-Grande, it's a bad video game tournament. Competitors compete to see who can get the furthest or beat a particular bad video game in a 2-hour period. I believe it's 2 hours. That sounds about right. Yeah. Just figured I might as well enter and give it a shot since I enjoy watching the tournament in years past. May God have mercy on my soul though, because ooh boy do they choose some real bad video games for this tournament. If you're interested in this, links below to where you can register to enter the tournament, or just, watch videos to see what it's all about. And the registration form, it even has fields for if you don't want to be a competitor, but you just want to be someone who will submit games and challenges to the event, or if you want to be a social media coordinator, or if you want to be a referee for any particular matches. Though the deadline is the end of today. So you might want to hurry up if you really are interested in entering. Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and I'm also looking forward to just getting eliminated round 1, but it's still going to be fun. It's just dawning on me that this new update format I'm doing is going to be extra work. And it might not be worth it in the long run. Ah well. Regarding current stuff on the channel, I blame this little holiday vacation I'm on for why uploads have just been non-existent. Because I'm just growing to dislike my Christmas vacations more and more each year, because every day it's like I'm dragged to do something else with family, and I know it's important to spend time with family, but at the same time, these are like my first few off days in forever, so I kind of want to enjoy them too, just stay home and do nothing. But I digress. Regarding Pikmin 3, hopefully that will pick back up by the end of this week. I'm sort of going back to Pikmin 1 levels of quality control for this, so yeah, that means that if I feel a day just went really, really bad, I'll just scrap the whole day and start anew. Which has happened no less than 4 times on me trying to do day 3. I mean, I know I mentioned that I played Pikmin 3 far less than I did Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2, but man, is it really showing in how I'm playing. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Justice for All should be ending soon. I actually don't know how much of that game is left. I think the next part might be the final one, but considering how this trial is going, I would not be shocked if another plot twist pops up and it extends to a day 3. I'm playing the game completely blind, so I legit don't know if the LP is going to have one part left or multiple ones. I just need to get back and record more of it. And speaking of getting back to record more of something, I need to get off my lazy ass and just replay what I did of Oracle of Ages before the game crash happened. It's just so demoralizing when you lose progress. But it's not even the worst thing in the world. I only lost an hour of progress, which is far better than me losing like a whole day of progress in an RPG. So an hour in a game that I know inside and out isn't the worst thing in the world, but it still sucks, man. But yeah, hopefully all of those will continue this week. Oracle of Ages and Pikmin 3 are still in their infancy, so no point in talking about what's coming up after those. But of course, what's coming up after Phoenix Wright is Danganronpa, another episode, Ultra Despair Girls. So look forward to that. I also intend to have a top 10 video games of 2018 video go up. Going to shoot for sometime in the first half of January. Granted, my initial goal was to have it up either today or January 1st, but that's not looking likely at this point in time. Especially since I haven't drafted a script yet. I got my list ready, I just don't have a script. So it shouldn't be too long by the time this update goes up where that video will go up. But I still have January 15th as the later end of that estimate. In addition to all of that, I have quite a few other things planned out for this year, including but not limited to me just trying to do more with various fighting games and chronicling my journey to get not sucky at them. I have 5 games in mind that I want to get, competent with. However, 2 of those games, the scenes for them might be dead, Blade Strangers and Pokken Tournament. Both those games I find quite fun, but I don't think anybody really does anything with them competitively anymore. I'm going to have to search hard for local tournaments for those. And another game, its competitive future is up in the air in Dragon Ball FighterZ because Shueisha, I guess they saw the money that it was making in tournaments and stuff over the first year of its life, and they're like, maybe we should get in on that money too. Okay, yeah, if y'all want to hold this game at a tournament, you're gonna have to give us a cut of the money, and that's kind of messed up. Plus, it's also shocking that it's Shueisha that's doing this. You would have thought it was Toei being ridiculously overprotective of the Dragon Ball IP, but no, it's Shueisha. So here's hoping that changes going forward. But the other 2 games, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Soul Calibur 6, those scenes are thriving. So I might as well hop on those and see what I can do. I mean, that was always my intent with Smash Brothers. That's like the one fighting game I'm decent at. Yeah, it's a party game. Yeah, whatever. People play it competitively. And I've always liked Soul Calibur, despite the fact that I skipped numerous entries in the series. But I enjoyed playing that back in the day, and I want to get back into it. But yeah, enough talking about all of this stuff. In the immortal words of Busta Rhymes and Puff Daddy in their hit 90s song Pass the Cavassier Part 2, don't talk about it, be about it. So as opposed to just sitting here talking about how I want these things to pan out, I'm better off just spending time on making these things and other things I have in store, just actually working out. Trying to do better about that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this channel update. Thank you all for joining me on this good year that was 2018, and here's to 2019 being even better. Thank you all for watching this channel update. Have a happy new year, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.
Frankie! Lester needs a drink.